Hi, I am Kajer on Two Wheels. I am at MIGTech to try the Suzuki SV650. So this CB500, oh wait, sorry, this Gladius, it really does look like a CB500. Like all Suzukis that I've tried, looks aren't much. I don't really care about these looks, just looks like a classical naked bike. It does look like a CB500, for Christ's sakes. Okay, but this is a very cheap bike, a very cheap entry-level bike, 6,700 euros, I think. So this is, we're talking about MT-07 money. And with that being said, it does have dual disc brakes at the front, normal wheels, 17-inch, 120 at the front, 160 at the rear, but dual disc brakes with ABS, which is quite a good deal for 6,700 euros, okay? Liquid cooled 2-cylinder engine from the V-Strom with a few more horsepower. This is like 70 something, I don't know. Should be roughly like my XJ6. Big, huge warning sliders on the foot pegs. A huge exhaust and very complex. Look at that. Goes like a very weird exhaust. A pretty rounded swing arm. I'll show you this color here, this one. This is a new bike for delivery. I really like this color, and I really like these racing stripes here. And it's got a little sticker here that the black one doesn't. And the rear looks really cool. There's no LEDs here, I think. Maybe the rear, but I don't think those are LEDs. But it's like they put on the rear light and then put a thong on it. It looks funny. Okay, the rear looks very funky. The front looks very classical. I don't like the looks, to be honest, but that's just me. Some people like these, some people hate it. For me, it's just meh. It depends, but it really looks thin, really thin. So this should be very light and nimble. Let's see how this rides. Let's see the startup sequence. Okay, simple. First impression, it's really thin. And the seat's a bit stiff. Okay, let's start. Oh, I like this one. This is a Suzuki thingy now. Look, I'm just going to do a quick click. Look at this. What is this? Well, this is something Suzuki is prattling on about. Quick start. It's just. Oh, fuck me! I just ran over a nail. Oh my! This is very easy. Oh, here is the nail. Let me just get this out before someone else gets a puncture. This is really easy to ride. Jeez! Look, did you see how I did that turn easily? Whoa! Okay, so let's stop the woes in the wows and let's start doing this properly. First things first, riding position, really straight up, almost kinda adventurous. And even though this is not an adventure bike, the handlebars are way up here. This is pretty odd. I feel like I'm sitting on top of the front wheel, but the handlebar is not on my lap, is above my navel. Which is a very odd configuration. It works though, but it is a very odd configuration. Very comfy, but very unaggressive. It's as unaggressive as it can possibly be. So this is seriously designed for the city and not the track. My CB125 do not have these high handlebars. Ooh, I like this engine. I'm a bit low on fuel, so I'm still getting used to her, so bear with me. I'm going to do this slowly. That is a lot of engine braking. Jeesh. Okay, so power-wise, this will not be quite as strong as it should be, because this is a new bike. It is. Oh, let's go for the dash. What do I have here? I have an instant consumption gauge, which is awesome. Okay, this is changing trip A, trip B and the odometer. So, what? 0? No. This has 285 kilometers, so it is going to be a bit stiffer than usual. I have an average consumption of 5.2, so this is normal, just like my XJ6. However, with this low mileage and being a test drive machine, real world will be slightly, oh hang on, will be slightly less. I know what I'm going to do. I am going to reset this average consumption, see how that goes. Okay, no. Shit, that's not what I wanted. I changed it into kilometers per liter. And the engine pulls from a low speed. Nice. Okay, liters to 100 kilometers. This is the instant, this is the average. I'm going to reset it. Should be this one. I don't want miles per gallon. How do I reset this? Maybe it resets whenever you start the bike? I have no idea. Because that changed dramatically as soon as I started going. Okay, there is a lot of engine braking. This is a bit... Whenever I unroll throttle, look. Throttle, no throttle. If you like engine braking, this is the bike for you. I never did feel anything like this on any bike. Ooh, I like the way this corners. Do you know how I liked the MT-03 for its easiness of riding? This is very much like it. And with the ABS, this makes it a very, very simple bike to ride. I also like the seat. It feels stiff, but it is very comfy. So I guess too soft seats don't make a comfy ride. Okay, they make a comfy 5-minute ride, but then it becomes horrible. Listen, you dick. But then it becomes horrible because your bum goes numb. But no, this feels just right. Just not too much, not too little. Oh, damn it, I can't do this. I can't get let off. On this bike you cannot let off the handlebars because the bike will stop. It doesn't slow down, it stops. Sounds lovely. And now that it is warming up, we are going to see how fast this thing goes up ahead. Not quite yet. See you soon. Okay, time for some speed. 100 kph, 4th gear. 5000 RPM. Oh, I like the RPM meter. It's easy to read. Throttle. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so performance-wise, it feels, well, I'm going to say it on par as my 4-cylinder 600cc XJ6, but not quite. It has more oomph, more acceleration, more strength on the mid-range, but on the high range then it begins to taper off, and obviously my 4-cylinder just keeps on climbing, so it's a bit different. It's more tuned for the mid-range. This is awesome, and now it's beginning to slow. No, it's not. Okay, that was odd. I felt it like between 6.5 and 7.5. It was like power, and then and then again. But it never has that explosiveness. It's always very gradual, so it's not intimidating. It does give you the speed you need, and it gives you a good dose of adrenaline, like any bike should, but it's never onto the oh my god, this is too fast range. It's still pretty manageable. And I like this accelerator. It's not aggressive. You have to roll a lot to do this. Look, to do these jolts you have to really mean it, because it's really easy. I love this dash. It's ugly, but it is very, very readable. Function over form. Oh, perfect. Perfect. It's very easy. Ooh, so smooth. This has a bit more vibes than the V-Strom. It has a bit more character. I can feel it vibrating, but it's not irritating. It's not like no, it's a big yeah, it's a big V-twin. Yeah, it's a big V-twin vibe. It feels lovely. I feel it rumble. It's a rumble. It's not a vibe. It's a rumble. So far, I really enjoyed this engine and the ride. Oh, I forgot to put fuel in. Shit. Yeah, it's never quite explosive, but always more than good enough. So they just took the power and just spread it all across. Didn't really test it at really low revs, but here's the deal, and that's why I like this dash. Look, there's a big square at 0, there's a big square at 5, and a big one at 10, so you know you should be between these two for power, okay? So I like, that's why I say I really like this dash. It's really easy to see. Just take a quick glance. Okay, 41 third gear. And no fuel. That's a really nice dash. I like that quite a lot. Also has another quick feature I like, which is the indicators are split left and right, instead of some bikes like mine that just has a generic indicator, so you don't know if you're actually indicating left or right, and that's I don't like. But yeah, this is nitpicking. Let's see how she goes on the test track after fuel. So let's go for the test track. Quick stop, and then oh, can't stop, there's a car behind me. Let's go. I hope I don't run out of battery. Ooh, nifty. I like this scream she does when I go full throttle. It's hanging out slightly. Oh, so nice, so easy. This is such an intuitive bike. It is not quite as stable as other bikes like my XJ6, but it is a very easy, very easy. It does give a lot of confidence, because you lean, you think, oh no, this is too light, but no, it just stays. And then very soon you'll be leaning this way too much. You know what this is? This is a fantastic commuter / learner bike. This is like a re-edition of those classical easygoing bikes that you buy to learn and to learn and to learn, and then you learn to love it. So easy. I could have gone way faster, okay, and it would still have a lot of margin. So it's very light, very nimble, and so it's not unstable, but it's very light and nimble. So anything I do, it changes direction, it leans what I want immediately, thanks to these high-ass handlebars that give me a lot of leverage. So it really does what I want, exactly, but it then doesn't do anything else. It's very stable. And it doesn't feel light or heavy anywhere. It's a very good bike. It's a very good generic bike. This is very much the same concept as the riding on the NC700s. And that, it is not quite, except for the fuel mileage, but this is very much like the NC700, meaning it is a very rounded bike. Okay, it's not absolutely spectacular on anything, but it really does everything. This is a very good learner bike. It's easy to ride at low speeds like the MT-03 and the NC700s are ridiculously easy to ride at low speeds, really. Very simple, doesn't feel like it's going to drop to the left or the right, no, just very stable at very low speeds for maneuvers, etc. It has more than enough power to get you out of trouble or to get you into trouble, but it only uses what power you want. It's never surprising, it never surprises you. It does give you the adrenaline jolt because the engine is pretty strong and smooth. Right, sorry about that, I ran out of battery, but summing it up, this is generic bike number 42, the perfect product. Suzuki took a tried and true template and then just made it perfect. This is our old CB500s, the school bikes, the bike where everyone learns. It just makes biking seem easy, simple, uncomplicated. Even the ABS is nice for learners, look. Did you hear that? It allows a little lockup, just so you know you fucked up. Seriously. Let's try again. Let's go for brakes after this intersection before the car and brake. Yeah? It allows for a little, the front no, not the front. The front doesn't allow you to skid at all. It feels very intrusive, but the rear just lets you skid a bit. So if you try braking on a corner, the ABS will activate, the rear will skid, give you the time of your life, adrenaline speaking, but it won't allow you to die, like so. See how it went squeak, 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 and then straightened it up? And it's so easy. It is such an easy bike. Yeah, this is basically all I said about the MT-03 being easy to ride. It's this, but with a much bigger, much nicer engine. No, much bigger. The engine's just about as nice as the MT-03, meaning very smooth, very rideable, very manageable, very powerful. Punches above its class, the MT-03 and this one. Quite powerful, but it excites but never scares. Look how awesomely easy this is. I can do what I just did on mine, but it's not as easy. This one just goes. Oh, after warming up, it doesn't quite engine brake as much. It's not quite as strong. It's not that ridiculous, but it still has a lot of engine braking. Don't know why. Maybe it's because it's a V-twin. I don't know. Have no idea. Ooh, that dash lights up white. That's pretty. So yeah, that's basically it. If you want a bike for someone who is intimidated by bikes, a returning biker, a learning biker that doesn't want a 300 or a 125 because they're too small, they want a big bike, well, here you go. A 650 that can be used very easily by a complete knob, which will go from complete noob all the way up to foot peg scraping like a maniac, and this bike will allow him to do all of that. Very easy to ride, and the bike's limits are way above your average rider, so you can learn a lot from this one. It's very forgiving, very easy, and it will allow you to play and play and play, and it will still be within this bike's limits. It's awesome. I leaned it quite a lot for a bike I'm unfamiliar with, and it still kept asking for more. And said, no, I can give you more. You full throttle it and it goes, yeah, let's go. 170 kph, yeah, let's go. It's not made for big speeds. Then again, it is a naked. You get beat up a lot at high speeds, but it works. It works in just about any respect. I'm quite surprised. I like this one. I liked this one quite a lot. And so that's it. Cage, you're out.